Yeah, I don't think reparations for something that happened 150 years ago for whom none of us currently living are responsible is a good idea.
Here's a can of Coca-Cola. Here's a can of Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola has 3 cents worth of aluminum in it. It's kind of disappointing that the air traffic controllers are calling in sick in pretty large numbers. Depending on the week.
Many of them can't afford to support their families, though.
Well, remember this, they are eventually going to be paid. The president signed that into law.
Mr. Secretary, but many of these people need, Mr. Secretary, many of these workers clearly need the paycheck on a week-by-week basis. They're not, frankly, in my shoes, nor in yours, in yours. And
well, so it doesn't mean anything.
So the question is this battle and fight at this point in the ball game worth it? Meaning, is the debate over everything else that the administration's fighting for worth more than the risk that's being taken on at this very moment?
Because Mitch McConnell says let the states go bankrupt.
Excuse me for interrupting,
let the states go bankrupt.
Madam Speaker, but they really need the money right now, and even members of
I understand
your own,
that, but
even members of your own caucus, even members of your own caucus, Madam Speaker, want to accept this deal. $1.8 trillion. Congressman Rawchaa, for example. But let me just, as you know, there are Americans who are being evicted from their homes. They can't pay the rent. Many Americans are waiting in food lines for the first time in their lives. Can you look them in the eye, Madam Speaker, and explain why you don't want to accept the president's latest stimulus offer?
I want this very much now because people need help now. But it's no use giving them a false thing just because the president wants to put a check with his name on it in the mail.
We've, tried to deal with our original sin of slavery by fighting a civil war, by passing landmark civil rights legislation. We've elected an African-American president. I think we're always a work in progress in this country, but no one currently alive was responsible for that.
All right. All praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah by Hashem Yahawashi. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect, scattered throughout the 4 corners of the earth. And double honors to the elders and apostles of Greatmillstone. Check this out. This is absolutely, and this is hilarious as hell. And this is what you Edomites get. You reigning, ruling bases of men, right? So what we're seeing, what we're witnessing is the book of Ezra, the prophet Ezra, and his writings and them prophecies and that apocrypha. What we're seeing, what I'm seeing, or what you already knew, speaking to the house of David out there, what you already knew is what I'm seeing play out in real time, come into pass in this apocrypha in the book of in 2nd Ezra, right? So you had Nancy Pelosi. Now this happened, I believe she got her New Year's surprise. It might have been earlier. Okay, so this is all over this stimulus check. So what happens is, this is in the Daily Mail. It says Nancy Pelosi's $5 million San Francisco home is vandalized with red paint signifying blood, a pig's head, and a spray-painted message about $2,000 checks as Democrats battle Republicans over the stimulus payments. And if you go on social media like Twitter, right, you can see the number of the Republicans that voted yes to the $2,000 checks, and you see the number of ones that voted no. So there was only like 44 that voted yes. But you can go and look at each individual by name. Some of them are even bold enough, because these ghouls, they're so detached from regular life, right? They post pictures of themselves with their family members. Like you see this big old Edomite family, 3 daughters and shit, a house, a dog, and they stand outside posted in front of their mansion talking about, we want to wish you all a Merry Christmas wishes and Happy New Year, knowing they just said no to this $2,000 check, and everybody knows it, and they're so detached from reality, and they post the pictures online, and they don't even realize people hate your fucking guts. People hate your fucking guts, man. And it's only a matter of time because the Most High is stirring up that spirit, as we can see. So this is what happened to Nancy Pelosi's house. So she got the pig's head, and they spray painted "cancel rent. We want everything," right, on her. So that was New Year's Day. Okay, that occurred about 3 a.m. Now it came across my desk literally only a few minutes ago, right? And this devil got what this devil, and what happened to his house is not nearly, is not. So this whole, according to them, this whole $2,000 deal has been solely dependent on this turtle looking, this dude, man. You ever see this dude? He came up on stage one day, all covered in his face, his skin was all purple and shit. Like, you can't believe that these are the devils, man. These are the devils that are ruling over us, man. So Mitch McConnell's ass, he got what he deserved. Come to find out, his house just got vandalized, right? And so look at this. What a sight to behold. Yeah. Mitch McConnell's home vandalized after he blocks 2K stimulus checks, right? Louisville. The Louisville home of Senator Majority Leader McConnell was vandalized after he blocked a vote on $2,000 stimulus checks for many Americans this week. The phrases, "Where's my money?" "Mitch kills poor," and "Mitch hates Kentucky" were among those spray painted on the senator's home in the Highland area of the city. Photos from Saturday morning show. And so here's the photos you see. So it's all sprayed. That's what you get. That's what you get. In a statement to the Louisville Journal, which has absolutely no weight, which is absolutely meaningless, he says, I spent my career fighting for the First Amendment and defending peaceful protests. I appreciate every Kentuckian who has engaged in the democratic process, whether they agree with me or not. This is different, the senator said. Vandalism and the politics of fear have no place in our society. Shut your ass. He says, my wife and I have never been intimidated by this toxic playbook. We just hope our neighbors in Louisville aren't too inconvenienced by this radical tantrum. Well, considering the neighborhood that you live in, most likely your immediate neighbors that live right next to you, I'm going to assume that they're devils just like you are. Because how the hell can you walk around with your head up? And here's the kicker, right? The bill that they're passing, there's so much stuff. They're what they call pork. There's so much hidden, secret, diabolical things. It's going to take us at least another month or two until we actually dig through it and pull out all the and discover all the after effects or the end result. Because number one, they got some weird bill in there about 186 months to disclose UFOs. That's in there. You had something about this Section 230, which would land you prison time or fines for sharing memes, copyright infringement. That's in there. There's something else in there too, I think. There's all this stuff that's coming out, and that's what they do. All just like the videos I did. Remember, Bobby Rush put out that HR 6666 bill, the contact tracing bill. Then a while back with the first stimulus, they presented digital wallets, and so you can see what's happening. The mutations that are popping up now. We got mutation in Colorado, a mutation in California, and a mutation in Colorado, California, and one more. Where's the other one at? There's three so far. Florida, California, and Colorado. So you already know what's going to happen. Each governor is going to come on TV and they're going to say that they've discovered the variant. Okay? Eventually they're going to say that the vaccines that you already took aren't working. You're going to have to take a whole, and Bill Gates already said as much. And they even say that even taking these shots nothing is going to change. It's not going to protect you. So why the hell is all these people taking this shot and taking photographs of themselves and posting on Facebook? This is all leading to the implantable RFID microchip implant powered by 5G, 6G radio wave frequencies, blockchain technology, and quantum computers that will have all your medical, all your personal data, everything, your chip, your credit score, your finances, everything will be on that chip. That is what this is leading to. And they're going to make it compulsory. They're slowly going to make it compulsory to where, just like they've admitted, we're not going to make the vaccine mandatory, but what we will do is we'll make it hard for you to fly. We'll make it hard for you to go into any place of establishment. We'll make it hard for you to eat. That's where this is going. That's why they're announcing the mutations right now. The fear started to wear off a little bit. Now they had to push in. And ultimately, this is the hand of the Most High. Everything is under the hand of the Most High. Okay? And I certainly pray that I don't get sifted or weeded out, because I'm praying and trying my hardest to to be separate from this place, man. I hate this place. That I know this is all that. I know that this is not all there is. Just going to work, bullshitting. I know that's not that. Watching everybody just walk around like zombies, all high and drunk all the fucking time, blasting stupid ass music, smoking them funky ass cigarettes. I know this is not it, man. So you devils got what you got, and we see the book of Ezra playing out in real life.
But what you need to realize is that with the rise now of these warnings about more deaths and super COVID, the lockdowns are going to get worse, and I can only imagine people are going to erupt. The Daily Mail reports.
People are going to erupt. This is 2 Ezra 15, starting at 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. And one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. There shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. A man shall desire to go into a city, and shall not be able. For because of their pride, and the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. This is everything that's taking place, and that's increasing right now.
Maskless mobs storms gourmet grocery in city awash with death. They're a symptom of a psychic sickness stoked by President Trump. Think about how callous and insane that is. People like this writer for the Daily Beast who says that. He's writing. He's working. Some of these people lost their jobs. They have nothing. They've lost their homes, their businesses. Their families are going hungry. And it's only a matter of time before they kick in the door and just take what they want. It happened in Italy earlier this year. Videos of people storming into grocery stores and small, corner markets and just taking because they had no money anymore.
Okay, and that you see right there, that's going to increase. It's just beginning. This is 2 Ezra 15, and I'm going to start at 18. For because of their pride, the cities shall be troubled. The houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods, because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. This is what you're seeing transpire.
I think we're not handling this well. I think we're not doing any kind of legitimate protection program or stimulus program or funding program. Instead, we have a hodgepodge mishmash of failed policies and failed politicians who violate their own policies. You have people like Governor Gavin Newsom. He goes out to eat, defying his own policies. How am I supposed to trust that Fauci is saying the right thing when we see him at a baseball game with no mask on? How am I supposed to trust that Cuomo is telling us the truth when he put sick COVID patients in nursing homes, killed 6,500 people? That's ProPublica that reported that.
You got all these people, and the thing is, Americans are watching all this. I mean, people are witnessing these devils. They're not even following their own mandates. They keep getting caught in restaurants, hanging out with family, weddings, hair salons. But then they're telling you you can't do those things. And I've been sitting there wondering, how long is it going to take? And this is what the Most High is stirring up a perfect storm. These people, these governors are hypocrites.
Want me to do the right thing, and I want to. I don't want anybody to lose their lives. But the people who are standing up and pushing back are tired of the hypocrisy. They're saying enough. They're saying no. Because at a certain point, when these people become desperate, you can't control what they do. The best thing we could do now is work with people to make sure that they're being fulfilled, that they have access to the goods they need. Otherwise, then you can do nothing.
This is Proverbs 29:2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. And that's why you got people, even people like Dabu 7, who don't know exactly what they're saying when they say it. But you got people that are ready and willing and basically begging for the house of David to step in their rightful place. Even people don't realize that's what they're saying. That's what they're saying. There's even a report that came out earlier this morning from one of these business websites that talks about how Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos both quadrupled their net worth since last January. When you think about the untold amount of wealth that these devils have acquired, it's absolutely disgusting to watch these fake puppeteer politicians bicker back and forth about it. It's just annoying. I mean, the Most High is going to take care of all those who fear him and follow him regardless. So these are the type of things I'm not really concerned about. But to watch these devils in action, they said that between just them two and how they increased their net worth by 200 billion last year, they said that both of them together, their sum is more than the GDP of 139 countries. This has to be the final days of the Edomite rule. This has to be the last days, man. He is the altered beast, straight out of Sega Genesis. The Beast Man. The last days of the Beast Man.
Until we get almost everybody vaccinated globally.
I'm fed up with this stuff. I would like to help put that syringe there. This guy's a wacko.
That Terminator is out there. It can't be bargained with. It can't be reasoned with. It doesn't feel pity or remorse or fear, and it absolutely will not stop, ever, until you are dead. Ever, until you are dead.